Hey everyone, I'm Andrew Santos, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to survive while living with a person who is OCD. An OCD person is someone who is obsessed with organization and obsessed with having things done a certain way, and usually that way being the way that person would do it themselves. So, to start off, I would not say that I'm someone who is OCD. Really, if you saw my desk below this video right now, you realize that. But my dad is definitely someone who is. So throughout this video, I'm going to show you and tell you and teach you about things to be aware of, to take precautions of, while living with someone who has OCD. So, let's get started. The first thing that you might notice about someone with OCD is that they might even say that they're CDO, just because of the fact that in OCD, the letters aren't in alphabetical order, but in CDO, they finally are. But then in that case, the acronym doesn't make sense. But, and it happens sometimes, I met people that have said that they prefer to say CDO because it's in alphabetical order instead of OCD. So if someone you meet is like that, you might as well get away because they're just crazy. The next thing, I've never once mowed our own lawn. The only person that has tried it is my mom, who did not like doing it, and my younger sister, who is now a freshman, did it once. But other than that, no one else has ever mowed our lawn except for my dad. If it weren't my dad that was doing it, he'd want it redone. Probably redo it. My dad would probably make the grass regrow by the next day so we could cut it one more time. Next thing. OCD people always want to fix things. When my dad gets home, he usually goes around, fixes all the towels that are on by the sink. The next thing, if I'm ever sitting watching TV, probably in our family rooms or living room, whatever one it is, I'm not even sure, I could move from one seat to another seat, and he could probably come by and just fix the seat that I just came from with the cushions, and then I move to another seat and he'd fix that one, and I could just go in circles for days.
If we want to get top dollar for this place in this upscale neighborhood, it's gonna cost some curb appeal. You know what? It's supposed to go. Really? You don't want me to you either.
This next thing is something that I forget. Every night, my dad goes out around 11 o'clock, and everything's dark, and parks the cars that we have outside of our garage, in our garage. We always leave them outside, in part because they're kind of warm at first when you bring them up, and my dad doesn't like to have things too much heat going into the garage. But also, none of us probably park it the way he wants it to be parked. So every single night at 11 o'clock, he will go in, outside, you have the garage door open, pulls the cars in, and he's done. Another thing, once they start vacuuming, they might never stop. Aw, not again! Every day before parties, and after parties, and even before vacations, I find my dad vacuuming and vacuuming for hours on end. I could fall asleep after the party and then wake up in the morning and there's the vacuum still going. Or we could be waiting for the party like 2 hours earlier and he's going with the vacuum, and then up until the moment the person comes in, the vacuum is still going. Always cleaning, always fixing things, making sure things look nice. Okay, this next one's a fun one. If you really want to mess with someone who has OCD, you have to be like my uncle was when he came to visit, when he took the painting on the wall and just tilted it slightly to the right. Just enough for it to be noticeable, but not drastically for it to seem like it was purposely done. If you ever meet someone who's like this, just keep walking past the hallway and turning the picture, watching them go back, look at it, wonder what's wrong, fix it, walk away, come back and do it again. While I was taping this, I had my sister help me tape, and before we did the scene in the kitchen, my dad was literally taking things off our counter to make it look like our kitchen looked nice. So these next two clips are of him taking stuff and moving it before we even got started.
Mom wasn't prepared. She didn't prepare the kitchen.
Stop it!
Well, that's it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you've all learned something very valuable about people who are OCD. So thanks again, and see you later.